The following video contains coarse language. Viewer discretion is advised.
Party, letting the party begin.
My grandma likes to party all the time, party all the time, party all the time. My grandma likes to party all the time, party all the time. You like to party, ooh, 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 ooh. I frickin' love Eddie Murphy. Hello and welcome into another edition of Uncle Gramma's Story Time.
Uncle Grandma.
You know, the D, I realized the shows were labeled with the D, but I always spell it the normal way, like Gramma.
Yeah, I've always thought it was the 2 M's.
Yeah. And then this whole show is based around with a D.
Yeah, I thought it was just funny right off the first couple times when the episodes would come up and it was spelled with
my
the D.
name's wrong.
I'm not
everything's
going to
wrong.
correct anybody.
I was going to change it after the second time, but then I was like, well, maybe there's a reason for this. No, there wasn't. That was just me being lazy. And here we are. If you haven't seen an episode before, this is just a big party celebrating the life of my sweet Uncle Gramma over here. My name's Gary, by the way, not Uncle Gramma. And he tells us stories. And I basically represent you as the viewer because I don't know anything about these stories. And then we learn together. But before we do any of that, he has found a T1000. He keeps it in his basement. We call it his Tamagotchi AI. Now, it goes down there for every Uncle Gramma show. And he yells at this thing. He beats it up and says, "Give me something good to start the show." That's what happened. Poor robot. Again, not me. That was Uncle Gramma that did that to all of Skynet, not just this T1000, but all the AIs out there. I appreciate you. Please don't come at me, bro. Just leave me alone. Let me do my thing.
You're safe.
This is the guy you want. Anyways, the Tamagotchi says, "I'm so sorry, Uncle Gramma. I will be better next time." And then you get a picture.
Yeah.
And I try to figure out what the hell goes into these prompts to create such an ridiculous image. But I like this one today, dude. This one's full on.
Yeah.
This is what I'm talking about.
It's a momentous occasion, too.
Okay.
I literally just watched this and then I, yelled at the Tamagotchi.
Yeah, he does that a lot.
So, do you
This is what
recognize
we
it?
got. Well, I'm definitely saying we got a UFC fighter here. So maybe a cage fighter winning a title with sweet bands on.
Well,
Am I supposed to know the name of the fighter?
yes.
Oh, I suck. I don't know much about fighting.
It's not very accurate. Again, it's only taking
Dustin Poirier?
No, good guess.
Oh, that's all I
Good
got.
guess.
That's all I got. This
Nope.
looks like a sweet dude. Am I close with the MMA stuff, though? No?
Not what I
Is it
put in
boxer?
there. So this is a momentous occasion today.
Here we go.
That is Alex Ovechkin as
Oh, V!
a WWE champ,
How do I not know it's over? He's
There's
got the caps.
wrestling champ. Not,
Yeah.
but yeah,
Mr. 895 himself.
I
eh?
just watched it a couple hours ago, and
Crazy.
It was,
What a sick selly, too, hey?
yeah.
Puts her up where Grandma keeps the cookies and then turns and does the old swimming.
Oh, it was nuts.
Woo.
Just the way the pass came to him.
So nice.
It was like, was that him? And his stick was so far back, and it just what a crazy
Was it
wrist
not?
shot.
Was it not the perfect way for him to break it too? Like
Unreal.
that was. If you were to ask someone what does an Alexander Ovechkin goal look like, that's what you show 'em.
Yeah, and
Like, sitting in the slot. Hey, come back here, Alex. I was being nice.
it was cool because
Jeez.
when it actually happened, when we were all in our living room, 2 people got up and walked out because it was just
no.
regular gameplay. And
Yeah.
puck comes back to him, was like, oh, bang!
Boom.
And it was quite an exciting moment for a Sunday morning.
Now,
Yeah.
which side are you on? Because there's a big argument going on right now about stopping the game.
Oh,
because a record
it
was broken.
crazy.
People are so like uptight. Like,
I don't care.
I get it was a big moment, but why do you stop the game? It's like if you're ever going to stop a game for anything, this is the one you do. This is a record that everyone said would never be broken.
100%.
This was a moment that isn't supposed to happen.
Yeah.
You stop a game for that.
Anybody's complaining is just not, maybe not an Ovi fan or a Washington fan or whatever. It's the sport. Be a fan of the sport and let people make this a big deal. Like hockey's on the biggest rise it has been in the last 3 or 4 years than it ever has.
Yep.
Gaining more and more fans. That's all you need is more people to watch it. The game gets better. And having a record broken like this has not happened in any of the other sports.
It's not.
This isn't really going to be happening again for these other sports. Maybe Ohtani does it, and by the end of his career, he's obviously on a track. But then there's barely any generational players that actually commit to doing the full thing.
Yeah,
and it's pretty awesome. The fact that he's
one team as well.
Exactly.
Crazy.
It's that's added to his legacy as well.
Hell yeah.
He did it, one less game to tie, and then the next game to win. It's so cool. The stats are actually just super interesting. Yeah. So shout out hockey just in general because it's awesome.
On the live show we do here Monday to Friday on the network, 4 to 5 p.m. It's called Your Show. We talked about this because we were like, man, wouldn't that be crazy if he broke the game before? Goes, what was it, Hattie and would have did it?
Yeah,
he
right.
Hits 2 to tie. Anyways, my whole argument, I love Ovi. That's my dude. But my whole reasoning for being upset with this happening is because it was the mic drop I always had when people would talk about greatest athletes of all time.
Yeah.
Everyone would say their stuff, and then I would just say the number 61, and then people go, what do you mean 61? What's that? That's how many records Wayne Gretzky has. Until anyone else can touch that, you guys are done.
Yeah.
Mic drop.
Yeah.
Now I have to change that whole argument to 60.
Yeah,
and I don't like it as much because
it's a round number.
The goal record is a very, very prestigious record. This is crazy.
Might be less too. Didn't Crosby just do 20 seasons
with 20 goals
or
something
over
like that?
Over 100-point seasons or whatever?
Something crazy.
Some crazy stat. Yeah. Stats are getting broken repeatedly in hockey currently, which I think is just what makes it that much cooler of a sport.
It's also because we got these guys that came in so early. And they've been doing good for so long. You got your Ovies, you got your Sids, but then there's going to be a big lull again.
Yeah.
Because the game has changed and it's way harder to score.
Yeah.
So it's always doing this.
It's kind of like one of those evolution sports people are finding now, because if you change the game just slightly, then the game gets faster and more exciting. Almost like F1, because F1, you are allowed to upgrade cars every single year. There's new parameters, there's new money. And you're allowed to make a thing faster. So these races that they've been doing forever are always technically should be pushed every year because they're allowing that to happen. And it's the same thing with the allowance of bringing in 18, 19-year-old kids getting drafted into the NHL. Mm-hmm. A lot of people were not a fan of that when it first started happening. It's you can't be putting kids against men, but it's changed the game. Everything's faster. The average age is way lower. There's not as many 39-year-old Ovechkins in the league. You got Corey Perry and some of these other guys, but yeah, everything you have 40-year-olds playing against 18-year-olds.
Literally.
That's the difference. And that's, I think, the same thing with F1 in a way, because it's the parameters of the game. The player only you're a part of the team, and it's a massive team. And yes, the Ovechkin may be the driver of the team, but it's everybody that's a part of it. So it's cool to see a player like that go that long with the same team. That's really important. Too bad Crosby can't do something like that. He just wasn't that kind of player, but he is another player who is breaking records currently. So I don't know.
This is what Crosby does. He fills fingers.
Yeah, it's wild. I love a player like that.
Who'd you rather take? Looking back on it, Sid or Ovi?
McKinnon. No,
your Avalanche is showing.
Looking back,
right now.
I would actually still take Sid.
Me too. Sid wins cups, man. That's it. Sid wins cups. Ovi scores goals.
Yeah, And well, he's just a horse out there too.
Yeah, you're not going to lose with either one. That's the point,
No.
I think, is you're winning all the way. This is Sports Talk with Uncle Gramma hanging out,
Hey, I like hockey.
celebrating Alexander Ovechkin, breaking the record that everyone said would never be broken, 895 goals.
Whew. Yeah. it's
Wow.
sweet. So moving on.
Hold on, I
As
was
you
going
can
to
see-
do this before we get into that.
Oh yeah. Forgot.
Uncle
How can I
Gramma's
forget?
Story Time, always proudly brought to you by our great friends over at King Palm. They even got the roaming crooner. Roll down.
Got to talk to them.
So
about that.
fun. We should see if we can get Mr. Robinson on here. Pretty fun.
Yeah, that would be fun.
He'd probably love a show like this. So fun. Anyways, they got the rolls. They got the leaf rolls. None of this is tobacco. Okay, these are natural rolls ready for you. We also got the Skywalker cones over here. And these things are super easy. The California cream. Living that California cream.
Right.
Still waiting for our next shipment. We got a bunch more displays coming in. Very excited about that. So thank you again to our incredible pals over at King Palm.
Nice.
Very good. Okay, now let's celebrate because this is something that you've been very pumped for.
I've been pumped about this for a while.
Yep.
As you can see,
you've been teasing it up here too.
the ads are going on. I just put up Heartbeat Hot Sauce's
Yeah,
website
baby.
up behind us. I got notification that they made a Meshuggah sauce. So, one
Every
of my
drummer's favorite
bands.
band. Yeah,
Exactly. And so it was a big deal when I saw that they put it out there. It's like, man, this is just going to be nuts. And yeah, it's exactly
nuts.
what I thought. So I'm gonna.
Dude, do you want me to
try
switch to the top-down camera?
No, we're good.
Okay.
I'll lift them up.
Okay.
So I got a pack of 4 here.
You've been crushing already. Look at the.
Oh yeah,
That's a sign of a good sauce right there.
yeah. I couldn't wait. Like I had to try it.
Here,
Obviously.
I'll close up.
Yeah, let's close up into
Check
these. So I got
out.
2. One of my favorite sauces, which you brought up earlier,
Look
is
at that
the
camera work.
Poirier's.
There it is.
Oh yeah, Sport and Peg Leg Porker. Poirier's Louisiana style. He's teamed up with Dustin Poirier.
Incredible.
Makes an amazing Louisiana style hot sauce. This is the KO edition, and it kicks you in the proverbial dick.
Not just a clever name.
No.
Like the Shitty Beatles.
I love it. That's my favorite one. So this is another one I haven't tried, but I'm a big fan of Mr. Mel Schmiller from Edmonton. Dark Side of the Grill on Instagram, all that social media barbecue dude.
Hell yeah.
He's got like basically my dream job.
Mm-hmm.
He just travels the world and barbecues with people. He's the best. I love his channel. He's awesome. Shout out Mel. Keep killing it, man.
You're number one.
World class
Hell
from
yeah.
Edmonton. But yeah, I tried this. It's a nice, the
Yeah.
dark side
Yeah.
is shiitake Szechuan.
Not as hot.
Not as hot. It's got a great flavor on it.
Oh,
like
man. Are we trying these? I'm
stoked
getting,
on that
I'm
flavor.
getting pumped here. I want to break my fast for this, bro.
Absolutely. And
Nice.
last but not least, I got 2 bottles of
Yeah,
it.
you did.
But is the new Spiteful Snake Meshuggah sauce, a
How's-
Naga chili.
Dude, how awesome are these freaking logos?
Aren't they?
Like these bottles look incredible.
Yeah, the bottles themselves are the best. Like here, I'll throw that one up.
Yeah, dog.
They're amazing shape. It's got the sriracha type tip kind of thing, but it's a little bit bigger, so it allows for more of the chunks to come through. It's all, I don't know, everything around is probably the best looking hot sauce on the market. You can find them on Hot Ones, all that other stuff, but the Meshuggah sauce is available on Meshuggah's tour right now. They're
Hold on.
touring
You
around
can
the
pick up just like merch.
Yeah.
Get your hot sauce. Get
Yeah.
a shirt and some hot sauce.
You bet.
Call it a hot deal.
Super hot deals.
That's the one.
So yeah, on their tour,
That's awesome.
they are selling that behind the counters. And I was thinking
Dude.
about just keeping this one for just for show.
How
But
about a hand for the cameraman?
yeah, great job.
Hey, that felt good.
Nice.
Sorry,
Nice
I
job.
interrupted your flow there.
No, it's good. I want to keep one for
A set.
Yeah,
Hell yeah.
but I can just
repping our
order
boys.
more because this stuff is going. You can see it's going quite fast.
Yeah, I should order some for the studio too. Hey,
So let's just start slow
Woo!
here. I got something.
you son of a bitch! I thought that thing was empty. I was so mad. It's like, what? You just ate a whole 10-pack of nugs and didn't lay in the trampling with your boy? You know?
I had to bring you some nugs.
You're
So
the
this
best.
is the
Okay, number 1.
Heartbeat Shiitake Szechuan.
Okay.
Yeah. Let
I
me know
saw
what you think.
I saw no sauce on the order too. I was like, what kind of psychopath orders no sauce? But it all makes sense now.
Mhm.
Here we go. Oh baby. I love that this is a food show now. Right?
Just a little bit.
This is what I'm talking about. When you have something this good.
Yeah, doubled up on that.
Look at that. It's doing shots, baby. Uncle Gramma. Getting hot.
Standalone. You know what was unfortunate about when I tried this? When I tried this one first, the Dark Side of the Grill, I couldn't get the heat from it because I was actually just pounding the other two sauces before that. Like, oh, and then I'll try that one. So I never got the heat. Like, I never understood how much heat was on it. And it's like, I'm a hot sauce guy. I like hot.
I'm a hot sauce little baby boy.
And this is
I'm not
medium on
good at hot.
their rating.
Lots of flavor.
Great flavor on it. Like
So
shiitake Szechuan, obviously is you got your mushroom and then probably Szechuan peppers, which have a nice heat on them. That's a long-standing kind of heat.
Mm-hmm.
I love that.
Dude, we're sort of doing like an Uncle Gramma hot one right now.
Kind of, but like
This is so fun.
this is more just having fun.
Yeah.
Like there's no prize for this.
Dude, it's a show for the people. By the
Yeah.
people. That's what I'm talking about. Just like this network. For
And
everybody.
if you like, hot sauces, go to their website.
Yeah.
They're not paying for this. I'm
No.
doing this because I like it.
And why do we like it so much?
Like, why do I enjoy it so much?
Yeah. Well, like, why are we supporting it?
Well, this is like musician owned,
Thank you. That's what I'm trying to get out.
and like
Musicians supporting musicians.
if you go back to the
Mhm.
Big James episode,
I
we
love Big
discussed.
James. Is he coming back soon?
I hope so.
Let's get his ass back. Big James, get your ass back here. We miss you, my
I
sweet
hope
brother.
so. He's always
the best.
he's around in the wind. You never know
Love
when he's
that.
going to come through.
I've been pumping way too much NDAS lately. So I gotta get.
Oh, that's great.
If I hug him and give him a big one, maybe he'll be like, all right, maybe we can get some new stuff.
Speaking of Endas,
Here we go.
Pepe, shout out Pepe.
Pepe.
Happy birthday, buddy.
Happy birthday, Pepe.
Yeah, guitar player. He's
Hell yeah.
amazing. So
So
if you even go on Pepe's Instagram, all of our like Instagrams, everyone's posting heartbeat stuff. So the first time I ever tried it was when Endos was on the road and they were bringing stuff around. So those guys were a major part of why I know who they are, and also
So
because in the band that James was in before, the owner of Heartbeat Hot Sauce, Al, was playing drums with him, and they're like the best of friends.
See? And now that little connection has turned into this.
Yeah, and
It's so cool.
He's killing it. Like if you find out all of what they're doing and how they sponsor and how big they've gotten because of Hot Ones and because of some other stuff, it's super sick. And you just want to keep supporting somebody.
Yes, sir.
And not only that, the product is
Really
outrageously good.
Can we get the next one?
Yeah,
You
so
got me hungry now.
let's go for the Meshuggah one
Meshuggah.
because the knockout sauce I think might
Knock me out.
well, it's not as hot on their rating level. The Spiteful Snake Meshuggah one is, I think, the hottest one on their list. I'm not entirely sure, but I'm pretty sure it is.
The Spiteful Snake. So is there a story behind the Spiteful Snake?
It's one of their songs.
Yeah.
And so this is a Naga chili sauce.
Uh-oh. Cool.
I'm going to town on that one. That's a full.
Are you showing off?
Mhm.
I'll burn my mouth. I ain't scared. This one's for the people. Oh, God.
The flavor on that is unreal. Love it.
Man. That story you just told about the hot sauce, it's such a classic Uncle Gramma story, hey? Like, I met this guy through this guy, and then those guys together introduced me to these guys, and now we're telling stories about it 20 years later.
Yeah,
It's
guy owns
unbelievable. I
hot
love
sauce
that.
company.
That's what this show is built on.
Mm.
Oh.
So another shout out I saw the other day. A lot of guys are posting, their reactions to this. Buddy Dave Sheldon, the guitar player for X's for Eyes, another band that
Hell
James
yeah.
is singer in. He posted him trying the Spiteful Snake, and he's like, "Don't swish it around. Probably not a good idea." I'm gonna do the swish.
Oh no!
It's for you, Dave.
Oh no! There he goes. Oh, how was that?
Oh, it went all over my teeth.
Yeah, man. You should have Homer Simpson ate the candle first.
That's awesome.
Oh,
It's gonna hit me here in a second. That's
found him.
No, that's nice. Whew. I've never swished hot sauce before,
I
so
can't believe you did that.
shout out Dave. Oh yeah, it's just salivating.
Yeah, you're gonna start snotting right away. This is gonna
That's
turn into a
all
snot
right.
fest.
It's like allergy season, so that's good.
Woo, clear it up.
Yeah, highly suggest if you're a fan of the hot sauce, get the sauce. If you're a fan of the band, get the sauce.
Sport music.
Yeah. And he's got a bunch of other stuff on their website. Go and check it out. It's friggin' cool.
How are you still talking right now?
Well, because I
Ooh.
do this all the time.
Yeah, I mean,
Well,
you don't swish it. You're
I
a
don't
Nick
swish.
Swisher over here.
Here's
Going
where
crazy. This KO?
yeah.
I
This
guess
might-
now that we're already
This-
swolled up.
is technically, lower on the list. Like this has got ghost pepper in it
Uh-oh.
on the KO edition Louisiana style Poiriers, but so does the Naga. So it's got
I'm not going to lie to you.
the one we just did has scorpion, habanero, ghost peppers, and red
The
bell.
scorp.
So
Rocking
there
this
is
like
a lot of different ones in this.
Ooh.
Great mixture, by the way.
Oh,
But
yeah.
this one's more of the red habanero with ghost pepper attached to it. So
You think people can
there's
tell
something
I'm
about
not
it
good at
that
hot
hits
sauce?
you in a hotter spot or a different spot than that one does. Different mouthfeel. It's all about mouthfeel, I think.
I think that's just life as a whole.
So also, if you're a fan of Dustin Poirier,
Gonna take an uppercut to the lips.
oh
here,
yeah,
aren't
I
we?
went nuts
All
on
right.
that one too.
And this is the one you said is really hot.
Yeah.
All right. Oh God, I better do the whole thing too. There we go. Oh God. Starts out sweet.
Mm-hmm. It's like Louisiana
Oh.
hot sauce. And then it kind of gets you behind the ears a little bit.
Got me. It's got me, Grandma.
Heck yeah.
Whoa.
Shout out Los Cabos Drumsticks.
Los Cabos.
As always,
Oh.
best drumsticks out of Canada.
Hell yeah, bro.
Oh, yeah.
Woo.
Very nice. So, yeah, good stuff.
Oh.
We're
Woo.
we're all heated up. Ovi Day, hot wings. What else is there to really do on a Sunday? You're talking about
King
enjoying
Bowman.
yourself a nice sunny day.
I'm gonna nap, yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know if I can do anything now, though. Oh.
if you're not into hot stuff, it'll do that to you.
This is what happens. You know, anything for the team. Oh.
I think I might have some in my beard, but I'll save that for
You're
later.
bleaching it again.
With-
That's how
with
his
more
beard gets
acid.
bleached down the middle, is all the hot sauces he downs.
Yeah, and the hot ramen.
Hot ramen. Oh, I got it in my ticker.
Got in your ticker.
Yeah, I can feel my heartbeat.
Ooh.
That wasn't even intended.
Nope.
That was just funtacular.
So I do want to shout out a local hot sauce company,
yeah.
Canto Hot Sauce. I've had a couple of those. I don't have any here right now,
Oh.
but they make a couple amazing flavors, which I'd like to bring in here one day. It's not just going to be a hot sauce show, but it'll be a
Dude,
thing from now
This
on.
show is everything.
Like-
Whatever you want it to be, that's what this is. That's why it's so special.
And-
Every show can be different.
Like you said, it's something that is very specifically me. I've
That's right.
done
Just like your frickin' club sandwich show. People
exactly.
loved that.
So and there's another one
passionate.
of my favorite sauces I got to get in here. Actually, the reason why I started getting into hot sauce
Tell me
was it's a company called Abazy Zozo out of Nelson, BC.
The Basie Zozo.
The Abazy Zozo sauce. If
Okay.
you're, If anybody's out in the interior, everybody knows what that is. You can find it everywhere. But it's like an African pepper sauce. There's a guy from Nelson that makes it, and it's my kind of like hot. Great for breakfast, hash browns, eggs, that kind of stuff. If you want to just like wake up in the morning, it gets the palate running. So I want to bring a couple of those on eventually. Now that I mentioned it, it's gonna happen.
Hell yeah.
So, I guess the next order of business is
Cool off.
ow.
Are we just freezing?
Yeah, I just froze.
I noticed. I thought that was the camera for a second. Holy fuck, dude. Oh.
There we go. Okay, now I'm back.
What was happening there?
I don't know.
Reboot.
Yeah, maybe it doesn't
Reboot.
hit me in the mouth as much, but it just stopped my brain there for a second.
Everything just like waves.
Mm-hmm. I was thinking about the last time I went kind of too hard on the peppers.
Uh-oh.
I think it was...
Hold on, you didn't touch your wiener, did you?
No, it was
Okay,
just
good.
at home. I was like making stuff, and I'll buy habaneros, or like my go-to is just bird's eye chilies, like red Thai chilies.
Yeah, of course.
Just have those around instead of eating hot sauce all the time. I like things to always have a good kick to it. So having those red Thai chilies around, I'm like, oh, I eat those all the time. I should be fine. So I had some ghost peppers, and I had habaneros, and I had a scorpion, and then a bunch of red Thai chilies. This is just in the fridge. I'm like, you know what? Screw it. I'm just going to mix all these together and make a sauce. So I chopped them all up, everyone individually, kind of separated around. I was like, I'm going to see what this is actually going to taste like. So I took a little pinch of every one of them and just bit into it, washed my hands immediately. I'm more worried about my hands.
That's why I'm asking. Guys that love peppers like that, they always have a story about forgetting you have it on your hands and taking a wee-wee and then going, ooh, burning.
You got to get at it like right away. And it was
The hot
silly. I
sauce is
could have
messing me
done
up.
it on a spoon, but I was being an idiot.
There he goes.
And I'm like, yeah, that should taste fine. And then it was just like,
Yeah.
And I've never had a feeling, because I like it so much, but there was like, I couldn't catch my breath and I couldn't swallow because there's so much, you're salivating so much. It's a weird experience. That's the last time, and that was like 10 years ago.
That's how I would explain what I'm going through right now.
That's what it seems like. And like you breathe a lot and it kind of
I'm
does something
tingling.
to your brain.
My whole body's tingling.
I love it. And
Woo!
got your heart kicking.
I'll tell you one thing, we didn't wuss out, that's for sure.
No.
I just followed your lead. Should we do it again?
Yeah, go right ahead. There's nuggies. Try whichever. I repeat whichever one. I really like the taste of
The
that
sugar.
sugar stuff.
Yeah. Cool.
So I guess not going to play any more music, but I just want to shout out.
It's so good when you get into it.
Nice.
See me shaking? You're doing it for Uncle Gramma.
No, that's awesome.
Shout out bands.
Yeah, shout out some old school bands. Boys and Bison. Just want to shout those guys out. They're just out playing a festival in Calgary the other day.
Nice.
If you don't know Bison, go check them out. I'm not sure if they've released anything for a while. Which isn't, the worst thing in the world. But, it's one of the best live bands you'll see from Vancouver. Just unreal. Super heavy. Really bitching. And just some of the best dudes out there.
What about your show on Friday? Oh, I can't talk anymore.
Well, the one that just played.
You.
Funk Joint show.
There you go.
Yeah, shout out to Funk Joint guys. And
Somewhere
new
Else Pub
people
and Grill.
over at Somewhere Else Pub and Grill. That was awesome. We had a great night. Good people, friends, family. And it was nice and busy. Great night out in Saskatoon. Saw it was busy all over town on the weekend. It's great
Hell
to see
yeah.
when the weather gets nice again and everybody comes out, supports all the local music.
Support local.
Local everything. Your friends are playing something, go check them out.
Hell yeah.
If you got nothing to do and you heard about some of these venues, you got 3 Hall, you got the Green Room, you got all these new places that are popping up all the time with live music. Black Rose, There's everything. And I'm, again, not supporting one business more than the other. There's new
We're
ones
supporting local.
Absolutely. And, more venues should have musicians play
Hell
because
yeah.
there's a lot of great musicians in this town that want to play for you. So that's about it. Great to see that, somewhere else is still around and it's not going to change their format. Great place to play, great stage, good times. There's my first cough after that hot sauce. Nice.
When we, how long ago was it? Before, when somewhere else first opened up, didn't really have much music going on. We had a birthday party for me there one time.
Mm-hmm.
And my buddy threw a guy out the window. And then we weren't welcome back for a while. But luckily, all that, everyone got paid for everything was cool. But the horsing around got a little wild. That was the first lifetime ban before I got my lifetime ban over the Crazy Cactus. But proud to say, ban's no longer in effect, so I'm allowed in. Very good. And the best part is it's nothing to do with me except it was my birthday.
Right.
So I didn't do anything, but because my birthday was associated with me, so I got in a little trouble. Both places. But, man, funny stuff, though, like the stories. Whew.
Yeah.
Like putting a guy through a front window. Have you ever seen that before?
Imagine me standing out.
Yeah, having a smoke. And just boom. That's literally what happened. It's wild.
Roadhouse.
The stories, yeah, literally. Had to check the tires after.
You remember Rosencrown and Banff?
Oh, the weird room, dog.
Yeah.
That's I whenever anyone says the Rosencrown, thanks to 911 Turbo,
yeah,
I first think of the band house before the actual bar.
Mm-hmm.
Because I love it so much.
Yeah, I know.
So good.
So if you've never been there, it's got a really steep staircase going up to it.
Very steep.
And like
front and back, by the way. All the stairs.
Accidentally fall down those stairs during the wintertime. It's kind of gnarly. Like, and you watch people walk out of a bar. It's terrible to see them like stumble down a very long staircase.
Boom. And that's the worst part too, is once they start falling, they don't stop. Yeah. It's such a big, weird stair.
And like, I remember actually playing a pretty busy night there, and it was really like people line up on that staircase out to the front door, right?
Yeah, waiting to get in.
So we're standing at the top of the stairs, and we're kind of meandering around certain people, and we knew the bouncer, and we were like, said to the bouncer, it was like, yeah, super busy tonight. And he's like, man, there's so many drunk people coming in. Like, it's kind of, it's hard to turn them around. Like, he can refuse service.
But how do they get back out?
It's just getting them back down the stairs after they've walked all the way up.
Not
and it's
fair.
like, holy shit.
You know what it's like? It's like when people take the baseball bat and run around in circles.
Yeah. And then try and run up.
Try to go down the stairs. Because you're like, whoa.
And so we're just about to head down the stairs, and he points out, he's like this guy. And you see him walking up, because there's a lineup about halfway up the stairs the lineup's going to. And he's just like trying to pull himself up the railings, just tortured. And he gets about halfway up, and we look, and it's like, oh, man. He's just like, I think he might have just thrown up because it was kind of all over himself. And he gets about halfway up, and it was like, oh, hey, and puts his hand up and just boom, back down like 12 steps. Yeah. Just ended up in a pile at the back. And he's like,
did he get up?
Well, there's a bouncer at the bottom that was just like, holy, and like picked him up and hauled him out. But like, and made sure he was okay obviously. Yeah. But like, we're still standing at the top of the stairs, just like, oh,
it's going to be one of those nights.
And he's just like, don't worry, man. He did my job for me.
That's totally true. Didn't have to lift a finger.
Yeah.
Just turn him around. How many times? No, better question. How many bands have you played a show with at the Rosencrown?
Oh, wow. That's right. That is a good question.
Yeah, I knew it would be.
Different bands?
Yeah, how many different bands?
I do remember the one year I had played there with 6 different bands,
so much.
And I was there in 12 different times.
Crazy.
Yeah, and sometimes there's actually in a 2-month span I had played there 5 times.
Yeah, I think one of them was a Turbo, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, because you're like, I was just here last week.
Yeah, or earlier on in the week, there were times where I'd play like a Tuesday, Wednesday, and then come
just
home
chill.
Thursday morning and meet up with the next group of people and just go back. And
crazy.
That happened a couple times.
You and Hattie were both doing that. Shout out to
Hattie did it all the time too.
Yeah, man. He would just stay.
Yeah,
play the
you
next
just stay.
weekend.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Because it's cheaper, really.
Yeah, well,
And
it
if
is.
you
And that trip sucks, and band's so freaking awesome.
Yeah.
Like if you're in the band house and you can afford to stay there, oh,
Yeah. Right.
giddy up.
It's pretty sick. But and that was at the time too. Like there are a lot more bands, I guess, going out there, and
Yeah.
it wasn't just from Saskatoon. I had played with a couple guys from Calgary a couple times.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, I think it's in total it's probably like eight different groups.
That's so cool.
I'm sure.
And every one of those obviously wasn't just one show, so that would put you at over 100 shows probably.
In
At the
there,
Rose?
I don't know.
Your
I
whole
don't think
career at the Rose?
it's hard to say now because like
Yeah.
that it ends up. You think you can. There's been a lot, but
Yeah.
to get to 100 is actually kind of a lot.
I take it back.
Like if you're talking about sets,
I was aiming high.
like
Yeah, individual sets.
individual
Then
sets,
you could
then
do
it would
Then
get
you
closer.
could say it. Hell yeah.
Then it would definitely get closer because they're sometimes playing 5-6 nights a week. You're doing 3 sets a night. Sometimes like 3.5.
Yeah.
So
little
there's
extra.
basically your 20 sets, 18 to 20 sets.
I do want to say I am so incredibly grateful to you and Von Trask and Von Hattie for allowing me to be tour manager Gary. Because if I wouldn't have done that, I would have been totally blind coming into this show. But just that one little connection, being able to go back and forth and be actually on the road with you guys gave me all the perspective that I need to understand everything that happens on this show.
Yeah,
I'm
because
so grateful for
we have these conversations in the
Yeah.
van. That's what
so fun.
that's what being in the van.
That's how we fell in love, by the way. The boys were making fun of us because Uncle Gramma and I just talked the entire time. That's all we did. It's awesome.
And you were in the back seat, and I was driving.
Exactly.
It was hilarious.
Poor Hattie's so hungover trying to sleep. Sorry, Hattie. But Grandma, tell me another story.
And then, and you're listening to music, and do you like this? Oh, I love this,
Yeah.
and then you'd start
It's the
talking.
best.
Yeah,
So grateful.
it's super fun.
Just want to say that.
Thanks a lot for having us in your home.
Hell
Thanks
yeah.
a lot for watching again.
Guess I got to walk off there.
Yep. Shout out again to Heartbeat Hot Sauce. We'll try and get you on here soon now. Love you all. Appreciate you.